Hi, Dan. This is Susan calling from Elder Abuse. Do you got a minute to talk to me? My name is Susan Javaltis, and I'm a social worker with the Department on Aging, and I investigate elder abuse. I have to talk about a case with our psychiatric consult. Oh, you go this way. Oh, and here she is. This is Robin San Augustine, and she's our nurse.
I'm the geriatric psychiatric nurse and elder abuse investigator for the Department on Aging, and I work with the social workers and we collaborate on cases.
Mm-hmm. And we have a case of a woman, her name is Lula, and she's a self-neglect case. She's got some major untreated mental illness.
In fact, when you meet Lula, she's almost scary. So people do tend to stay away from her because of her appearance. Lula, I know it's been a long time since you've had any kind of medical examination or seen a doctor. Susan and I made some phone calls, and we know a doctor who's very kind, and we work with them quite a bit. Mm-hmm. And he said he'd be more than happy to have you come to his office to see him. Would that be okay? We're going to take it one step at a time.
Yeah.
And the first step is just getting your medical needs, getting you to a doctor. That's the first step. And we'll deal with the rest later, okay?
She can't take care of herself at all. Basically, her apartment is ridden with vermin and bugs, and to the point where the exterminator won't even go in anymore because it's just too bad.
Lula is a very special case, one of the most, and one of the most difficult cases we've had. We've been kind of safety netting her since '04, but she's getting older. She's very vulnerable. She's at risk, more frail, mm-hmm. Absolutely.
The landlord continues to want to evict her, but he really doesn't want to. We're afraid that if we don't get the help Lula needs by getting her to the doctor so we can get a diagnosis to get her on a funded program for services, that she will be evicted. Hi, Lula.
Hello?
Lula?
Yeah, she's not here. She's much more paranoid and much more alerted to the fact that we might be stopping by at any time, and she knows it's early. So I think she's hiding, the poor thing. She flew the coop.
You know, she's somebody who she flies under the radar. She just goes about the community and tries to be as inconspicuous as possible. And she really tries not to be noticed.
She does fly under the radar. This is a woman who, as mentally ill as she is, and maybe physically ill, she pays her rent on time. We just discovered, she signed up for Medicare D, so she has the wherewithal to manage some things. But to me, that's almost more dangerous than somebody who is overtly out there on the streets, because you can do an intervention. With her, that's what's been difficult. We can't do an emergency intervention because she manages some things okay.
She manages to provide for her basic needs. And so
except one day we're going to find her down,
right.
or diseased.
And it has
right.
happened where we have gone into a home and found people dead or near death, mm-hmm. Because they too have been under the radar. Is she 106?
Yeah, I believe so.
Good morning.
Oh, perfect. Thanks. We're gonna cross our fingers. Hello, Lula. Hello, Miss Lula. How are you, lady? Mark has been talking to you again, right? And he would really like for you to let us to help you. Is that what he tells you? Yeah. And the reason that he wants for us to help you is so you can continue to have a place to live here. Right? And he's told that to you. He even told us that he'd be willing to set you up in a different apartment here.
Oh, okay.
Huh? Do you like that idea? And then you can start fresh. But in order for him to do that, he wants you to let us help you. And I know you're scared. Are you scared of that? I know. So it's going to take some. It's going to take some courage. It's going to take some faith. But would you let Robin and I help you? Okay. The first thing we want to do, Lula, is get you to the clinic, just for a little visit. A little visit. Okay? Would that be okay? It's been a long time. Okay, great. This is the fourth or fifth elder abuse investigation. And
It takes time. You can't go into these houses and just see them once and say they refuse services and walk away. You can't. It takes time. You have to build a rapport, a relationship. They have to trust you. Lula is beginning to trust us.
here we go. We're going to go this way. What's happening now is she's allowing the doctor to examine her. We've been trying this for years. And it's just amazing to me. And you got some medicine for
I
your
got some medicine
arthritis in your knees, right?
in my knee.
Okay.
Lula, it was a pleasure spending this time with you.
This is last year.
Today the doctor said your lungs sound good, your heart sounds real good. So that's why it's important to go to the doctor. You kind of check things out. So in another couple weeks, can we go back?
Okay.
All right. You're welcome, hon. Oh, Lord.
4 years in the
man.
making.
4 years. Maybe it's taken 4 years of seeing us on and off. I mean, it's sad but true. I mean, just that rapport building, just moving slow. And unfortunately, in elder abuse, you can't do ongoing case management. So a case like this is just going to continue to be re-referred. You close it when you can't do anything, and then you re-refer it, and hopefully it sticks one of these times. And it did today.